Beautiful. You're not the person who helped to put that mural up, did you?
In my mind.
In your mind.
I did.
You did?
No, no, no. I was, well, I lived here for 40 years, so it was there when it was being done.
Yeah.
And I congratulated the ladies that did, you know, unbelievable.
Right. Wow, so you've lived in the neighborhood all these years.
44 years.
Wow, and how have you seen it change?
Oh, well, the change is kind of underground.
Right.
The underground change. It's not up there.
I see what you're saying.
It's not up there.
Right.
And for more reason, the one. Understand?
Yes,
I
yes.
got here in 1981. I lived here. I had my store.
Okay.
20 years.
What kind of store was it?
Clothing designer. I'm a clothing designer.
Fantastic.
And I know it could be a lot better if black people would voice their opinions. You know, they're still tied to slavery. They're not emancipated. And I think the women are more with it than the men. The women are who put it in because there's quite a few women that did that, you know.
Right.
I see every stroke that went on there because from my
Window.
No, from my, they call the thing in the back there.
Backyard, the patio, from the porch.
Yes,
Balcony?
that's not the word. The fire escape.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not even the word, but you see, my mind is so blocked up with so many things.
Right.
That sometimes I can't bring the words out right away.
Right.
But I've seen it.
Right.
I came in this country in 1965. I don't think you was born yet.
I was 3 years old. 62.
Right?
I'm older than I'm 62.
You're older now, you look.
Yes, yes.
You're as older than my daughter. My daughter is 62. She's
Right.
born in 63.
Right.
So she'll be 62 this month. And I brought them here. I was here in 65. There wasn't black people around.
Right. Wow.
Black people.
Wow.
I just came from a store down on Eglinton there. They're having a sale, and I was talking to the proprietor. Their store was open in 2 years before I came here.
Right.
And she was telling me about some stories about how she had the black guys delivering. It's a furniture store. How she had two black guys delivering her things to people, and how this Somali woman. I said, the more you live, the more you know, because I had my store here, and I know there wasn't no black. I never see another black woman in a store. I closed and they were still knocking down my store because I was the best.
Right.
I proved to be the best, and then that's what I was supposed to do. I didn't come here to work for no white man. 8 years and I was out of them. I had my store, I opened my store, I did manufacturing in the basement. White people was in my basement.
Wow.
And she was telling me just now how the guys were delivering the furniture to this Somali woman. And the Somali woman, they want the black guys to deliver her furniture. You got to be kidding me. Because we are nothing. You know, and she had to tell the woman, and this is a black woman. She had to tell the woman if they could bring back the furniture and she could send who she wants to pick it up. But this is a black woman, a Somali woman, didn't want black guys delivering. I said, but that's not bad. When I came to this country, we was in Oshawa first. You didn't see a black person 3 or 4 months. You see a black person, you think it's an animal. You look in, you never see a black person. They think they're like too a little. I had my store there. In Oshawa, My sister she came from England. She went to England first from Barbados, and she came from England. And we were the only black people. The only black people in Austria were the nurses at Austria General.
Right, right.
And they used to give them a discount at the pharmacy. And me and my sister that was after me came first because I had 2 kids.
Right.
And she came first. And they didn't ask us if we were nurses. We used to get the discount automatically because they thought we were nurses.
Mm-hmm.
But I could have been anything I wanted. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Right.
And I'm still trying cases up to today.
I love that. What was your store called?
Jacquees Designs.
Oh.
Jacquees Designs. I made men's suits. There was nothing that I did not make.
Wow.
One day I was in the back because I had girls sewing for me. I had girls, Iranians and all them, but girls sewing my stuff.
Right.
And I had to get the best. Sometimes they want to skip and do what they want to do. And I said, oh, no. This was cut a certain way. I have my basement 48 feet table in the basement.
Right.
The thing is like this thick. And once they're cut together, they have to be sewn together. Don't tell me that one is coming up a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch different to the next side.
Right.
Because it's not happening.
Wow. So you're like, go ahead.
It had to be the best of everything. That's from the time I was born. Don't give me my father. I had to blame it on my father.
And your father?
My father.
Yeah.
You can give my father nothing stop that. No. I got that from my father.
Wow.
Everything had to be spick and span and no excuses.
Yeah.
I had my store here. I didn't see Barbadian people. Where are you from, by the way?
Jamaica. I was going to ask you, say you're from Barbados.
Barbados.
Yeah.
That's where I go every year now for 20 years.
Right.
I spent 6-8 months from there. And I never, the most people I work for, Jamaicans, I made wedding, the measurements used to come from Jamaica
Wow.
to me
Wow.
for a whole wedding
Party. Yeah.
And this body would tell the next, I didn't have rest. My place was closed and they was calling me, they was butting down the place because they never went to no place or nobody else coming this country in the 80s anything. And I didn't see my people. You know? How you doing? You there? Yeah. I didn't see my people.
And when you say your people, black people or Barbadian?
Barbadian.
Bajans, okay.
Most of my customers was Jamaican.
Yeah,
You see that building there?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in there used to come across the street.
Wow.
Every friend. And you know how y'all are clannish.
We're what?
Clannish.
Okay.
Not like Barbadians. You see me with something looking nice, I want it too. And they're friendly, they're family, they're friends. Everybody used to come. One day I was in the back with the girls, we were sewing. At the back part is sewing and the front here was my store.
Right.
And I see these 2 white ladies come down there. 2 white ladies. So they come in the store and they was going crazy over my designs. And I saw them and I came out and I listened and I said, oh my goodness, to myself, you know, these are Barbadians. I never saw Barbadian in my store before.
Right.
Why? Because of my country, they mix with you, huh?
Yeah.
You work for them, but
Yes.
But I mix with mine because they all like me. I went and all my bosses big house. My
In
boss
Barbados.
had the only outside cinema in Barbados.
Ah,
I drive in all those expensive, the Porsche, you name the car, because they used to come up here and get a new car every year. But they're not giving you a penny more than what you supposed. But the thing will keep you at a certain level.
right.
So I saw these two white people, because in Barbados, you work for them, but you're mixing with them. They don't even acknowledging you. So I see them come up, and one son, the next look, and they're examining, and they like my fashion. And I came out and I listened. I said, that's the first time I realized that we had a distinct, what you call it? What you call it? That Trini got their own kind of language and their own.
patois, way of speaking, accent.
Yes, accent.
Yes.
I never knew we had an accent, because I never mixed with anybody from any other place before I came here.
Right.
You understand? So I listened, I said, oh my goodness, to myself, these are Bajans.
Ah, wow.
And they're like 30 years here in this country. And I went up to them and I said, excuse me, are y'all Barbadians? You know what they did?
What?
They came out my door. They walked out the door.
What?
When they see a black person had this store, I had manifest in my window. Used to say it. Real estate people used to say, well, I want that dress for showing tomorrow.
Right.
By people, teachers, you name it, they come to me. And one body see you looking nice. Some of them never went to the store since they saw me, since they came here and I have my books. And you show me what you want. And you bring your material. And you coming back, you getting exactly what you see. They bring the patterns that they buy,
right.
And then they come and hand it back to them. Never like cutting paper. Never cut a paper in my life.
Right.
And they want to know how I could cut just to the specifics in the picture and then cut the pattern. Never cut a pattern. From sister, mother, aunt, I had whole families, children, grandchildren. But these white women, they're the only white people from Barbados,
Right.
I should say, that I recognize, because when I hear the talk, I said, well, I didn't even know what people talk. I didn't even know. I hadn't heard them talk. I didn't know what people talk. And they come from Bajan because they didn't talk to you.
Wow.
And before they would answer me, because when I came out and to see that the store belonged to a black woman and I is Barbadian, the two of them walked out without answering me.
Wow.
It was so embedded in them that they do not talk to black people. You come here, the same thing, they will profess that they like you. But after today, I tell my grandchildren, do not trust a white person. The minute you trust them, skin in your face like them, you turn, they stab you in your back. You cannot trust. If you know your history, as a woman, I just read like 2 books a week. And not today, you can't tell me. And I always wish to get in a conversation with a white person, to tell them what I know about them, because I know more about them than they know about me. They will never know about me. Anything they know is good. But what beat them is that they never believed that we would come after 400 years of slavery and still doing the same thing that they're doing that they didn't do, that they're still, because they still don't have nothing here. From not starting now, generations, 6 and 7 generations, they never have any culture, they didn't have no sense. We educate them, and they're surprised to know that after they didn't want us to learn A from B with a new language, that we can still come and best them. My daughter was telling me there before. I said, do you see how the Canadian children is third in line when it comes to intelligence? Who is the highest children that is the smartest children in the world? Nigerians. You know that?
Most
Nigerians,
educated,
yes.
most advanced.
And you
yes.
you tell a white person that they will believe you? Huh? They are thieves. That's all they do to live. They've been stealing that is their occupation for centuries, and it has not stopped. You understand? It's not a thing that just happening today, but people don't know. I read about them. I read about them every day. I go to my country, I read in the 8 months, I read like 24 books, and I know them backward.
Wow.
They're full of pretense, and they will fool you because they done got away, the laws there to keep black people in their place, but we still rise above it. And we still having problems up to today. And don't think it's going to stop. As now when people on the face of this earth is going to happen. You see how they eating up to one another from one country to the next and even here? They don't have any intelligence at all. The parents steal to send them to university and all they do is drink and drugs. Because the parents before them is doing that. They can pay for the education and come out and get big degrees and whatever and just pay. And used to believe that they have intelligence with what's going on in the world.
Wow.
You see Trudeau up there? Trudeau? And Frank? And Pierre Collier? He is telling, now this is supposed to be intelligent people.
Right.
And he is telling Jagmeet Singh what to do. Tell me. In this day and age. But just as I said it happened, trick them, play your not with Trudeau. Give them some of their own medicine because the white people don't cheat our life, or steal, you know? Get rid of Trudeau, let you know something about them. Jagmeet Singh giving them back some of the same behavior that they're giving black people. Trudeau said that he tore up the agreement and didn't even tell him a word. The white idiots believe Pierre Polye's glad to see this. And I told my daughter, I want Pierre Polye to make a right about turn and fool them. The same thing happened. Now they're trying to bring a vote of non-confidence and Jagmeet Singh or the other thing in with them. These are intelligent people behaving like this. Now if Jagmeet Singh had done what Pierre tell him, you could hear in a few weeks from now, look, Jagmeet Singh Pierre Polye had to tell Jagmeet what to do. And I'm glad now that him now the conservatives said the men going to get the liberals. Good. Little one that Pierre Polye call him sellout Singh? Huh? Sellout Singh? Where these people brain. Them got name for everybody. Who know what PayPal you're going to do when you get in there? They're all the same. None can tell one another to come back. It's just like the war that got up in the east there. You think they have a brain? They would kill you and think nothing of it. They're killing people every day, and none of these can tell them don't do it. They're doing it at their leisure. Yesterday it was a bad holiday. It was a bad holiday for the government. They're sorry about the children they're buried.
Right.
They're so sorry. They're so sorry. And if the government, you see, look, this country is so corrupt. As I was telling my daughter, hide from them, huh? She said, well, I tell Sekwa the same thing because she got 6 children, 4 boys and 2 girls. And she and me just laugh at these people. You have to hide from them. They're not people. They're personal people.
So you know I have my phone on, eh?
You're recording what I'm saying?
I'm recording.
Well, I hope you put it in the paper because
You want me to put it in the paper?
I said many times I wish I could call Jamaica because he's such a racist. Sometimes he's good, but when it comes to black people, he don't know how to talk. Now I said I don't hear black people calling. They're sorry. They're sorry for what happened to the Indians. How much years ago? Come on. I told my daughter if I called Jamaica, they're not going to put me on. Because you have to go to somebody before you go to him. Because what I would tell him, he would never come back. None of them will come back on the radio again. Because the government stopped them from digging up the grave, so you'll never know how much thousand children they're buried. Come on. They used to hang me from trees. We still waiting for reparations. But the government see going to send 50 million to build a jail in your country. No. You see, I always said, unless we get paid, we will never get respect in this world. Reparation, because everybody else got it, but we are not human. We are not human. We are property. We are property, so we shouldn't ask for nothing. Too long, and scared because this place should be burning. America should be burning. For what they do to black people and the living, all that the living today is through black people, sweat and tears and murders that they have what they have today.
Wow. So has nobody ever come and documented your presence here on Oakwood because you're part of history here?
Well, you don't know, I was too busy working for myself, but I tell you, I was too busy working for myself.
But nobody came and knocked on the door and said, how long have you been? Because what you're telling, this is important history that you're sharing with me.
The first person I share any little thing with Joan. You know Joan?
Yes, I know Jill, yes.
She was passing, going to at the opening of some place.
Nia Center, probably the art center for the young people. Something else?
Something there, yes.
Yeah.
And I made known turn. We took pictures and everything. And I tell I was here from 1981. I opened my store. I come in here 65. In 5 years, in 65, by 73, I had my first house. You got to work hard and think smart. Work hard and think big. Because I don't know, I didn't have time because I was to write my life story. Because people hear me talk things and said no. I was to write but it's too much, it was like 4 books.
Well, you can start and we can keep going.
Yeah, but it's too much. It is too much. It would be about 4 books, bestsellers. When I first come here, I went in the bank. I don't remember those days. The supermarket didn't open on Sundays. On Sundays.
Right, I remember that.
And they used to sell all the oranges and things cheap on Friday evening. That's when a roast chicken was $3. When I came here, I made $1 an hour. 1965, $1 an hour, $40 a week.
Wow.
And he wasn't poor. I went in the bank. A woman had a little boy, boy, about 2 years old. And one thing you realize when you come here, the children, they talk early. Because you see, this is something that we don't have. The parents taught everything in front of these children. It didn't happen in Barbados. Your mother and your father or somebody from outside come to your mother or your father, you did not going to stay there.
Right. Yes.
They will tell you go and play or do something. Nobody will come to you.
Yeah.
We had 2 and 3 years old, never say a word. And the first thing you notice when you come here, children 2 and 3 years old talking of adults. This is it. And that is how the deceit and the lie break from one generation to the next. Because you ain't going to tell me, you're going to tell me one thing, and I can't tell somebody else the same thing as the truth. So that's how this deceit with white people, generation to generation. When I was in the bank, I'm not the only black person in the bank, so I'm telling you, we didn't see black people. This little kid told the mother, Mom, don't you think it's time that lady had a bath?
Ooh. About you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was the only black thing the child had ever seen.
Ooh.
Austin Clark, I'm writing his books now, he's from my country. I
Right.
read all of his books. Right now I got 3 days to read. And he said, he go into the bank and the this child tells the mother, Mom, look, a chocolate man. And I said, this is what we used to read, that black little town, what's the name of the book? You know that Jamaican black people, they said, well, they must used to read that book to that child. Forget the American book, oh my goodness. Tom, something.
Oh my God, I know Tom, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tom's Cabin?
I never read that book, and I promised to get that book one day. Because they was putting that in the schools here, and there's 2 good friends of mine who all worked in the bank, and she had one daughter, and the daughter was the only black child in the class, which is Catholic. And she had to go and tell them, no, they can't put that on the curriculum. It degrading her child, and the child, the children would tease her day and night. The only black child.
Wow.
So when they see a black man, they would tell them, look, a chocolate man, chocolate man.
Wow.
The little kid, I had to look down. The woman leave the bank so fast because there was very white people in the line. Mom, don't you think it's time that lady had a bath?
Wow.
You can't blame the child. The first time the child seeing anything black, a black person. It's like when we come here, white people don't want a black taxi driver can pull up at them. They call a taxi, and you have to buy black car and drive in a black taxi. You know that?
Wow. Boy, I could stand here talking to the whole day.
Yeah.
I have to tell, because I know these people who work around history and stuff, they need to come and knock on your door and talk to you.
Well, it's too late. My door is locked 8 months a year. I'm in my country.
Oh, you're in Barbados.
I told you.
Okay. 6 months, 6 to 8 months?
8 months.
And then you come back?
I spend 8 months. People will tell me, John, you don't know you're going to spend 6 months out of the country. I said, did they tell us how much years we had to spend in slavery?
Wow.
Did they tell us how much years we had to spend in slavery?
Mm-hmm.
The white people walking Barbados in the yacht and the steps from the yacht to their houses. Do I tell them when to get in their yacht and come in my country? Here belong to me, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm free to come and go as I feel it. From December to August, I'm in my country. Even my pharmacist there, he just said, "Oh, you take so long holiday." I said, "Yes, I work for it. I work for it. I'm a dual citizen and I work for it. Nobody don't tell you about people. They come on the bill there. No. Nothing is happening where black people are concerned. The only way you got people go in Barbados once and twice and 3 times a year, then they're not in their condo, their friends and family in it. And who is looking after them? Black people. That the only way you could go anywhere near, it's not like segregation in the South. That's the only way you could go. Only way you could go near their place is if you're the maid or gardener or babysitter looking after your children, and you are having the time of your life every day.
Still.
And they're looking, oh yes, and they're building bigger hotels now because this is the work we're supposed to be doing. Looking after white people, and they are spending the results of our money. The great-grandchildren of the slave masters coming and trying the crumbs.
Wow.
And they're building the hotels to give you maid work, gardener work, cleaning, looking after the people's children when they come on holidays.
Break it down.
And as soon as they could leave, their friend or their family come in, and they're happy.
Wow.
And black people are delegated to that standard, and they're happy with it.
Ooh.
They're so happy that they have a job. They're laughing all over the white people, and the white people saying how much they love us and they love our food. You want nothing better than that? You want things like, I love you, and my children love you. Even in this country, there's white people that never, black people come in here and raise the children, they know nothing about the children. And how you find out when the children write the biography. You find stars, I read all of them books. Parents never look after them. They was never looked after. Black people with them. I had them in here. If the Jamaicans didn't come in here, I wouldn't know because I never worked with Jamaicans. If the Jamaicans didn't come in here and tell me they would be in there with people, the Jews' house all week. And you know they would pack their suitcase the Friday night. I had women with clothes there, I work all 11 and 12 o'clock Saturday night to get, especially Christmas and Easter, bring the nice material to make the nice clothes to go to church Sunday morning. The white people would pack their suitcases Friday night. That time them there with the children part of living in it. They're not landed. The people have the passports. Can't move. And they would have their clothes here to come and pick up. They tell me they're going to come and pick up the clothes. And I will work all late hours, then you see the morning, noon, and night. And you know what people would do? The husband and wife would pack their suitcase Friday night. and go straight from work to the airport and call them and tell them they won't be home for the weekend. They won't be home for the weekend and they got 20 children these people got to look after.
Wow.
And next thing you know, then they think the children, now they have no choice. You see? These still slaves. Have no choice. The clothes at me, I sell the hats to match and everything.
Right.
And they're stuck in the house with people, children, and with people gone off to Montreal or wherever they want to go and leave them there. I know many times on the Jamaican that they used to let the white people drop them off where they're going to stay for the 2 days when they just get the day or two. They would let them drop them off. And by that time, they didn't pay them yet, you know. And they would drop them off without a penny. You think it's the little thing we went through and still going through? When I think about it, I get so mad. Because I know when I come in this country, I wasn't working for the white man for a long time. Then I got the job in 1968 at Lady Manhattan at the corner of Queen and Spadina there. The head woman was an Irish woman, Agnes Hutchinson. Never forget her. She liked the dirt I walked on. Then she hired me, she told me, she see my work was so good, I just try out. Don't tell anybody what I'm going to pay you by the week. I could tell you too, it ain't no place I went in this country that they like the dirt I walk on because I never make them figure that they was better than me. And she wanted to make me a supervisor in no time at all. I said, no, I don't want the supervisor job because I'm not coming in here every morning to give people work. No, I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I have to. They had a habit in there. This place was no black people, you know. There was 2 black people in there, me and a girl that worked with from Trinidad, Claire Ford. And she, then I says, no, I don't want, because when you see the ice on the ground in this country, I leave in my house. But they didn't know I had work coming in to me. I had work coming to my house. As a matter of fact, I came in here in 65, November, and by 73, I had my own house. And heard of, I couldn't have gone to no bank and asked for mortgage. Up to now, a single black woman never did it. I came here. My mother thought I was crazy when I bought here in 81. But I was well prepared. I had 3 bank accounts and one wasn't touched at all. I tell certain people this and they did not believe me. I had my home, a double family home, in 1967, 73. Within 8 years, I was working at the factory and I was working home. Work was coming to me and being picked up and I was getting my checks and putting them there because I know what I want. So then, you know how good I was because when holidays, the factory closed, 2 weeks holidays, I alone used to be in that factory making samples, and the boss paid me good money, pure samples. So then, the big bosses see what I was made up of, and they make me the union boss for 80 girls, 80 white girls. Union boss, you know. I didn't back away. But I tell them, anytime I got to represent anybody, I need payment. I'm not giving them my time for nothing. And at meetings, I question them about men and they can't answer certain questions. They didn't have anything on me. Hey. I started buying my machines, putting in my house. I had, all I know, I got about 8 machines still inside here. A machine that costs $1,000, automatic sewing machines that you don't have to cut the thread. All of them, they tried me. I was in anything to set a price. It is me that trying it out. Machines, new machines. I got one there that cost $1,000 in 81. Automatic. It saves time. You don't have to cut the thread. It cuts the thread. I tried it out last week and I forget how to work it. I told my daughter, I forget how to work it.
So what are you going to eventually do with this place?
I'm going to sell it. Right now there's a black guy from Jamaica that is after me to sell it because you see all these houses, all these places here sold.
Right.
I come back and all these places here on this side is already sold out.
Right.
Because they want to build a condo here.
Okay.
But I ain't thinking about moving. I'm old enough that I never plan to leave from here. It's thinking. So then they tell me the way like that, I got a good brain. They make me the union lady for 80 white girls. Italians, Portuguese, Chinese, you name it. And when they see the boss, they head down on the machine and they're going. I would say, hi Charles. Hi Joan. Hi Jerry. Hi Joan. This one used to do his fingernail. He had boss. He used to have manicure and pedicure. So one day, I used to set the price for these things. One day, I see the materials come down from upstairs. Now, cotton, you can handle cotton better than you can handle polyester. You know, polyester sliding.
Right.
Two different prices. I see the things come down from upstairs with the two different materials tied together. I gone on, I representing the girls. I gone on, I see these things and I say, excuse me, Al, this is the floor manager now. Excuse me, Al, I'd like to speak to you. You come. I said, so why are these two different materials tied together with the price of the lowest price and the tie? You know what you tell me? No, you don't know what you tell me.
I don't want to tell you.
You don't know what you tell me?
That's a neighbor.
You know what your manager told me? Joan, you full of SHIT. You hear what I tell you?
Yes, I hear. You spelt it, but I know what you said.
I don't know if you would understand it, Listen, you know what I did? I was sitting in front of my machine. I hit my machine so hard. What's your name?
Douglas.
Douglas, I'm Joan.
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 Okay, great.
I hit my machine so hard. I tell him, I am full of shit, you are shit.
Ooh.
He didn't expect, he knows smart, but he didn't expect this. Hey, I'm going to call the union boss. I said, go and call him. Because too long ago, look around, and I know if I just start from there, I start the next door, I get in higher. I was working for 3 people on for doing that time with them joking. I hit the machine so hard. There's 3 other supervisors from down in these pressing and different places, Italian and Portuguese. And the man gone to the office with the forward girl that makes up our things every night. I almost broke my hand. I hit my hand so hard. And I tell you, go and get him, and I put my foot up on the bottom of the machine. And them 3 supervisors run down. But Joan, how you could talk to the boss like this? I said, listen, any immigrant that come in this country and want to embarrass me or whatever to me on my car, I giving it back to them the same way. It could be the Queen of England. I will put my neck. No immigrant in it and embarrassing me. Man, don't run back. Don't run back. I got so much respect from that day that I could have owned that company. I'm still waiting for the union, man. I'm still
waiting for the union. Let me let you go because I need to go. But oh my goodness, I'm gonna send them to. I'm gonna still come. I might come back and knock your door when between let me see, August to December. That's when I have to come and knock your door to see if you're here.
Yeah, because the last year my life I began in December, and today the 1st October, the time is flying so much, so fast.
So did you do some of this in Barbados before you moved here, where you also a seamstress and sewed and did all of that?
Yes, my mother was a seamstress. We sewed and sewed. When I was 12, I was sewing my clothes.
Wow.
My mother had a necking machine. She had the one to table, and then she had the necking machine.
Yeah.
There wasn't nothing I could do.
Yeah. Because my mother's also, she's a seamstress, same thing like you. She sewed and did all of that. So
I got that from her.
Yeah.
But my intelligence, my father could have gone to the moon. The things my father had to do, I ain't seen no man do it.
See,
he had a library. I never see a library. My father was a musician. My mother was a musician.
Both of them? What did they, instruments or singing or piano?
Then my mother came here to tell me I bought her a genie. I still have it in there, two genie for her. Because the only piano I ever saw in my country was at my grandmother's house. She and her 2 sisters was sent to piano. They wasn't poor. They had a farm. And we as children never went near that piano. When we go visiting our grandmother, it's covered up in the front house in black. And you only know that's the piano. My father never see him play, but you see, when the white people came down here, the brethren, my father was a brethren. And when the
what does that mean, brethren?
That's a church.
Okay.
They said if your wife is not in the same church with you can't eat with them, now you can't even be in the same party.
I see.
The truth, there's a newspaper that bring out the white brethren in Barbados because they had to work for them. They had no choice. And if you didn't do what they do, you would be homeless. If you didn't do what they tell you to do, your children would walk hungry. So they used to bring down the old books send down the books from England, the hymn books. My father used to put it to words to sing.
Wow.
And I used to do the singing. It's me, he used to call, 7 of us, Then he get that tune together. It is me that used to teach me the song, and I would sing, and he would sing the other until 7.
Wow.
Right now, I could play anything for you on a
piano. Wow.
And I don't know one. That's the only thing I didn't know in school, that I could not understand I show you things that I draw, you will say, I show this lady, these people that were drawn there, that I did on my own. Can't believe it. When those things come down from the England to send the old in books, my father, up to now, on certain hymns, I remember saying that when I was 13 and 14, my father put those notes, the tune, without a piano. You understand what I'm saying? But my mother played on her piano because she was sent to music lesson, and she can't play without the music. My mother came here in 1975, the same year, 1975, the same year my two kids came, because she was keeping them and I brought her. She went with my sister in Windsor, and she went to the Baptist church there. They gave the Baptist church an old pedal organ, everyone they moved the pedals and things. You know, not one person can play that piano. My mother got on that organ and brought down the place. They thought they had never seen a black person play a piano.
Wow.
Everybody wanted to bring her to church on morning, but people, they fought to pick her up to bring her to church. Only black person in that church. And she could play the organ that was donated to them, and none of them didn't know how to play it.
Wow.
I had my store, and my mother came to stay with me. My sister was moving, selling her house from Windsor to come to London, where her daughter was at university. She bought a house there. And my mother stayed with me in the interim, and I buy the guinea organ for her. And my mother play in there. Jamaicans said they never saw a black woman play a piano. My mother would play, and these people, one was a dressmaker, a hairdresser, the sister was a hairdresser too, and she would get on my phone and call her sister up in Eglinton there and said, listen, I heard this is your mother playing this organ. The time you did never see a black person play an organ.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
We are intelligent people, but we didn't have the chance. We did not have the ability. We were not allowed to even learn a new language. We had to learn. Can't speak your own language. You realize how hard we had it? Had it? And still having it?
Yes.
Because what they were doing was not wrong. Okay, they were doing the right thing up to today.
Well, thank you for spending this time and sharing these stories with me, because I'm going to share it with others so they can see it.
Because I just have to tell people, because them don't know what we had to, they're not conscious of what we had to go through, and it was law that was put in place to keep us there. But we survived. They know we have vigilance. We survived everything that they put in our way, and they're still putting it in our way.
Yes.
They're still not satisfied that they're ignorant. They're stupid. They're stupid ways. They're stupid ways, and it was inherited. We're talking about mental cases. I tell a friend of mine there yesterday, and he had to laugh. They want to build this and they want to build that. You know what they should be building in Canada? Mental asylums.
And on that note, what's your name? What's your full name?
Joan Craig.
Joan?
Joan Craig. C-R-A-I-G-G. Joan Craig.
Craig. I have a YouTube channel. That's where I put these videos.
Yes.
So people can see it and know about it. So I hope that somebody's going to come out. I'm going to tell some people I know who do history, because I think you should be interviewed, and even this building is like a historic, everything you just said, it's of historic significance that
Just
you were
like me,
here.
old.
Huh?
Just like me, old.
Well, yeah, but I mean, But look at all the activities, all the things, the behind it, the way you build. You're part of this. They call it Little Jamaica, but as I say, it's really Little Caribbean, Little Black. It should be something else because everybody, people came from everywhere came.
Well, yes, because even when they was up there naming the land Little Jamaica, I said if I knew I would go on there and tell them do not accept that.
Right.
Don't accept that an insult. No, we need a proper street.
Yeah.
We need a proper street. They're putting us back in the dumps. They think and give no lane name little Canada. Reggae lane. Yes, I said if I knew when there was a there, I would have gone specifically and tell them do not accept garbage from white people.
Yeah.
There was a street down on Queen Street where this alderman was wanting them to call the name after his girlfriend. You remember that?
Yes, yes.
Girlfriend. There's too much. I got it good. They don't have anything on me. I would have gone up there and said, well, y'all going to name this street after what person? This alley y'all was going to name us and make somebody believe y'all giving them something? No. We was here long enough to have something decent, a different treat. Keep that for our person. We don't need it. We don't need it. We have come further than that. They're still keeping us in the background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? No. Change Eglinton to Jamaica Street or Barbados Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
We still waiting on payment. We still waiting on payment.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars they owe us. Billions, but they could send billions to people to kill other people and it's all right with them. Don't we need mental asylums in this country? The billion houses and billion this and the water carry sent to donkey thing. Build a mental asylum. A few, not one. And make sure it's big too, because 99% of the white people in this country is mentally disturbed.
Right.
And it's inherited. Just like the committing of the suicide, it's inherited. The drug taken, the parents are taking the drug, they have it in the house, they have the liquor in the house, and they're blaming the university for making the children into alcoholics. The children could eat the thing every day in their house, but you will know because they don't even know. Because they have to have it morning, noon, and night. Otherwise, they cannot operate. They cannot operate without the alcohol and the drugs. And you could tell us, listen to any radio station, anything, that they're just not there. And they don't acknowledge it.
Wow.
Because they're addicts. They're 100-year addicts.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow. Well, see, we have to stop at some point.
Yes, exactly, because I'll be talking here because this time tomorrow evening and you would not believe me.
Well, you have so much to say. That's why I want somebody to sit and do a proper
man
interview.
there that said he's homeless.
Uh-huh.
He had all his things out here yesterday, all the sidewalk, then I wonder who it was.
Right.
If we are homeless or if we are
Mentally unwell. Yeah.
we have a reason to be. We have a reason to be.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If we are homeless, hungry, or whatever, we have a reason to be.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody could claim these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They have somebody there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Always have somebody there for them. But the love that come out every day and you believe it, it's stupid. You can't see, you're blind. But if you're blind, you have no excuses. If you can't hear. Because if you can't hear, that is important.
Well, thank you, Joan Craig.
Yes.
I'm Douglas Stewart. It's a pleasure.
It was to
The whole
accidentally
space.
meeting you. I said, let me just come over here and see this place because these people are They live here 20 years, they have never come up with a broom.
Right. Oh, okay.
I don't know where they was living, but I just have to keep every custom keeping my place clean.
Yes,
So yeah,
nice.
trying to get here.
Well, I hope you have safe travels and a good stay back in Barbados.
Yes, I hope to
Next
meet
few
you
months.
again.
Yes. Well, I'll be in touch. I'll come by. Yes, I'll make sure we stay. I'm gonna keep coming by and knocking between August and December.
Then August it is October, don't forget. It is October already. Today the 1st.
Right. And you're gone in December.
Last year,
Okay, so you're here for a few more months.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Okay, so you have a good day, eh?
You
And
too.
enjoy the rest of the week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Take
It
care.
was nice talking to you because you have ears, you can hear.
Okay.
As long as you have ears, you can hear.
Yes.
Right? You can't see, you can't hear. Right?
Good. Good.
And
All
you
right.
could pass it on to let people know what's going on.
Absolutely.
If they're not conscious, get conscious.
Okay.
Bob Marley told them what to do how much 100 years ago, and now I hear the word people are using that same statement. You know, no, it's for us. He was talking to us.
Yes.
We're not here for now.
Yes.
Okay?
All right.
So have a good day.
Thank you. Wow. Kersha, look at what you did. You and your group did. Inspired this little moment of conversation. Just by the presence of that. Huh? Beautiful. Wow. And this is at Strader Avenue and Oakwood, right?